What is up, guys? Evanaldo here. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoyed the content, I always appreciate you guys smashing the like button. Really exciting time, incredible time in cryptocurrency right now. Ethereum has proven a lot of people wrong. A lot of stupid people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's always a lack of hope, especially when it came way down months ago. But it recovered. It's one of those V-shaped recoveries that we've been doing. We jumped above, I don't know, 4,100 right now, which is great. So yeah, and ultimately doubling. You see the here. What I kind of been doing here. Where was the and we do the. I'm gonna do another voice chat with you guys pretty soon in the Discord. Then I entered the new ETH long. Now I just added to that position, as you can see that. And this is in the Discord if you're interested in that. We got Nightshade in there. He's got some new good stuff, and KMac as well. The link is down below for the Discord. If you want one free month, if you sign up to BYDFI, BloFin, or Bitunix, deposit at least $100. I'll give you one free month in the Discord. You can see the trade right here, $7,000 almost of realized profits right here. So that's a big winner on Ethereum right now. There's some other trades I have in as well, as you can see. Link is doing really well. I mean, funding fees will get you. This has been in for months, so I mean, that's kind of how it is, or at least over a month. So a lot of good stuff there. If you guys are interested, links down below. I'll show you the latest promos here. There's a deposit promo going on right now with BidFi, only with my link down below. So you get, if you deposit 100, I'll give you the free month. Just open the support ticket with the Discord, in the Discord with your UID, get the $50 bonus. BloFin, up to 100K bonus for deposit. And by the way, 20% off your fees only with my link on BloFin and BidFi. And then 25% off your fees with Bitunix. All these exchanges are, I think, the best ones to use for no KYC. I believe no VPN required on any of them. I usually use a VPN just in case, to stay secure. So yeah, 100K bonuses, a lot of good opportunities. If you know what you're doing, all these people that were shorting ETH, another 100 mil was just liquidated for people shorting ETH. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It always happens. It always happens. Funding rates are still, if you guys look at funding rates, these are still pretty good. These would tell us that probably a week, 2 weeks, by end of month, Ethereum potentially making a new all-time high. A lot of stars are aligning. Let's get into some actual analysis. I'm not even going to bother with big, but we'll start with Ethereum. That's the main instrument that I've been trading lately, making the most money with, and I think easily you're on case to your new all-time high. I mean, the weekly is crossing into the green, So I mean, it's obviously probably not. It's going to be a diminished returns version of this or whatever. But this is kind of that. I forget the exact kind of that Wyckoff type of thing there to a certain extent. Your eventual technical target is at 7,300, right around there. When do you hit that? End of September? I mean, that would be probably October might be my guess. Probably October. If history repeats from previous post-halving years, you'll probably do this. It'll probably look something of this nature, maybe up to 5,000. Then you'll probably come back to, I don't know, somewhere around where we are right now, maybe a little bit lower, something like that. You could get a freaking scary September. Just be careful, especially with that thing. And then with that, the rate cuts or whatever, and then into hopefully October, into December, quarter four at some point, 7K Ethereum, which is going to be huge. I talk about it in the free crypto DCA course that I have linked down below. The best strategy for getting the hell out of this market. Two things I'll tell you in terms of that, because now you shouldn't be, you should be wondering when to sell. We're getting, I mean, we're still below all-time high. Maybe it's a little premature, but you should be wondering a little bit when to sell. DCAing out from October to the end of December, 3 whole months makes the most sense in the Fourier cycle from what I've studied. And then, 3-week next red dot, if that prints around October, if that's like a pure signal to just get out, that could be the place, especially if we're at 7,000 or, anywhere above 5, 6, 1,000, those kind of areas. So that's what I'm looking at on ETH right now. ETH versus Bitcoin is all the way back to where we were October of 2024. So we've erased a lot of pain. I started converting some ETH over, or some Bitcoin over to ETH back here, I'll admit it. So I'm only down a little bit there, but I converted more over here. So I mean, I'm probably not in that bad of a position. 10% down. I mean, people converting back here, I think you'll still be okay, because we're going to probably at least come up to these points. I mean, it's looking good. If you can follow this trajectory just a a couple more months or something on ETH versus Bitcoin, I think you'll at least get to this kind of area. That's, your big area right there. So we'll see what happens at that point. Bitcoin we'll look at briefly. I think this could easily jump up to 120. ETH at 4,800. I mean, you kind of want Bitcoin to stay more boring. So, I guess people would put more money into ETH, and that goes even higher. And then altcoins or whatnot. For altcoin season and for sake of those things, you kind of want Bitcoin to maybe not just stay more sideways. But I think we'll end up, in a few weeks, somewhere between 120 all the way up to 130 on Bitcoin in all likelihood. It looks pretty good. The main thing, like I said, the main thing to trade right now, I think, is Ethereum. Until the funding fees get out of hand, then you kind of know that we're ready for that, getting close to that potential pullback. I think a lot more people are going to get into seat too and start, looking into getting back into crypto. Probably more YouTube video views for a lot of channels, all that type of thing. So it's exciting times. Couple of ones I've been looking at, crypto.com, kind of a giant double bottom thing. I mean, who knows if this will play out, but you do have one target all the way up at like 40 cents almost. So we'll definitely have to see what happens here. There's a lot of potentials. We were doing a portfolio with Paul Barron, 100K portfolio that it was mainly me. Paul took out a few. You guys probably know who he is by now. I've been on his channel for many years. Shout out to Paul Barron's channel, really good channel, one of the biggest ones in crypto now. And we're working on it, and it's already up a bit. So the 100,000 that he put in, it was his 100,000. I think, did he mention it? Yeah, it was 100,000, and I think that could do really well. But anyway, others versus Ethereum. Now it's obviously Ethereum's been outperforming others since April. Look at what happened here. You had a bottom around beginning of August, and then you came up into January. So if you were to repeat something like that, same trigger wave kind of forming here, and this would, when would that actually hit? Sometime in September into end of year. You see your altcoin season potentially Q4. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right there. I think after the next significant pullback for crypto, then you kind of see a true altcoin season where alts outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Cardano is at 80 cents. I think that should eventually break upward. I'm just really curious about Cardano versus ETH right now, which is not the best kind of chart right here. So, when does this bottom out? Maybe anywhere from a couple weeks to a month, I would think. Maybe a little jump there. I think there's potential. Chainlink too had a nice jump up. I think this will, it should within a few weeks get up to hopefully 28. I think a lot of these could really run with Ethereum, especially ETH approaching a new all-time high now. Because if you look at Ethereum, I'm just curious. If we wanted to look at we're so close to that old all-time high. You're only down 12%, so we're damn close, and we're really getting there. But yeah. And then let's actually look at, AVAX, I think, could be a $40 coin easily, up to like $48. A lot of potential here. The thing that I had even more important, AVAX versus Ethereum, look right here. Same area, September of 23. You had kind of that double bottom, and then look at that. I mean, look at this jump up. I mean, I don't think it's going to be this crazy again, 300%, but it could be. If you do see kind of that altcoin season, you hit that point within a week or two, and then into end of year or something, that area. So I think there's a lot ahead of us, definitely a lot ahead of us. I mean, social risk is still generally, some people call it social risk, people still tuning into crypto or what, pretty low. Fear and greed is still pretty low. So we got more to go. We definitely got more to go, guys. So ultimately, what I'll leave you with here, I mean, is there potential, how can you trade this right now? It is the weekend. I might want to wait a few days. I'm just kind of chilling in the trades I have right here. Maybe you could try to get Bitcoin up to the 120 because maybe that'll follow ETH. But I would be more inclined to maybe try, if I had to do something right now, risky, but maybe something like that, get a nice risk reward rate. Keep it a little lenient with the stop loss there, like a 2-to-1, and then try to bet that we hold 4,000. Probably would take a little bit of time to play out, like a week or something, but probably will do pretty well. And as you can see right here, did pretty well. So yeah, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Check out the links down below, especially to trade if you guys are interested. A lot of good stuff only with my links, especially off of the trading fees and the trading bonuses and deposit bonuses. I'll see you guys really soon in the Discord. Smash the like button. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.